Welcome back to Fox and Friends. First, the liberal media not holding back from making Kim Jong-un's sister their shining star at the Olympics.
South Korean President Moon Jae-in shook the hand of Kim Yo-jong.
South Korea's president sharing with her this historic handshake.
This groundbreaking moment, Kim Jong-un extending an invitation presented by his sister to South Korean President Moon Jae-in.
But a key point missing from their coverage, the fact that her family holds one of the worst human rights records in the world. And joining me now to discuss is active duty U.S. Army officer Jeremy Hunt. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Good morning.
So let's begin this by taking a look at some of these headlines, which are really hard to believe. The Washington Post saying the Ivanka Trump of North Korea captivates people in the South at the Olympics. CNN saying this: North Korea is winning the Olympics, and it's not because of sports. And then ABC saying North Korea's cheerleaders steal spotlight at Winter Games with synchronized chants. And it just goes on from there. What was your response when you saw headlines like this?
Well, you know, it is absolutely irresponsible on behalf of the American media. And of course, everything I say on the air are my personal views and not those of the Department of Defense. But it has gotten just outrageous that we would see the American mainstream media glamorizing and just completely enamored with one of the most brutal, oppressive dictatorships in the world. What we're seeing here is that the American media has betrayed the trust of the American people. And really now the ball is in their court to see, are they going to actually walk back any of these stories? Will we see any apologies for some of the headlines that have taken place over this past weekend? So far, I have not seen any of the mainstream media outlets actually walk back anything they said this weekend.
Not only not walking back their comments, but also not pointing out how brutal this regime is. We can take a look at just some of the things. North Korea's human rights record, estimated between 80 and 120,000 people are imprisoned in political prison camps. It's estimated between 18 million people or so are dependent on government food rations, 10.5 million believed to be undernourished. And we know what happened to Otto Warmbier when he was in North Korea, held because he, took a flag from a hotel room. So we're not seeing those type of headlines. The type of headlines we are seeing, though, benefit the regime.
Exactly. I mean, you could take these headlines and you could put them, and they could be North Korean state-run media headlines, the headlines we saw this past weekend. And the worst thing about it is that our response to what's going on in North Korea, our hearts should be broken. It shouldn't be something that we're glamorizing or that we think is just so entertaining. It's something that should break our hearts and something that should bring us to a greater resolve to face evil in this world. Yeah. So I just think it's just so troubling that you would see the American media really eroding that trust between the media and the people. Yeah,
should we have seen this coming, though? Because I know that you also pointed out that this actually started even before the Olympics began.
Exactly. We kind of started to see this narrative developing with NBC's Lester Holt just a few weeks ago, already kind of seeming like he was kind of buying into some of the propaganda during his time in North Korea. And then once the Olympics kick off, that same narrative seemed to kind of carry on. And so it makes you wonder what's going on and why are such media outlets so willing to play into the hand of such a brutal regime.
Yeah, the same media outlets that are constantly lecturing the American people about, journalistic integrity.
Exactly. And that's one thing I said. The same folks that are lecturing us about journalistic integrity, holding people accountable. Well, who's holding the media accountable now? Now that they have betrayed our trust, and now that they have really kind of bought in to some of the worst kind of propaganda ploys that we've seen, and it's so obvious. And that's the thing. I was like, can we have a little common sense? Can we exercise a little common sense and have a better approach to the way we cover?
Yeah, clearly, this charm offensive is working for the media, at least the mainstream media. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and thank you for your service as well.
Thank you. God bless.